gonna do a chatty vlog video because some of you guys requested that. So get comfortable, get yourself a drink, and enjoy the video. As some of you know, I'm graduating in December. I think I'm at a place where I can, you know, already talk about my uni experience because I feel like I'm almost done. I'm studying English language and literature. My university is Canadian, so everything is taught in English. The system is just like in Canada, or I think it might be familiar to all of you guys from the US. It's a very different university here for Lithuanians and for European students as well, because the system is completely different to what people are used to here. To get your bachelor's degree, you have to study 4 years, and the very first year I enrolled to my university, I actually chose business as my major, business administration, and I thought I'm gonna be a businesswoman, so I studied business for a year, but then I realized, oh my god, this is not for me at all. So I know how difficult it is to choose your major, because when you graduate school, I think you are at such a stage where you don't know what you want from life. You have no idea who you want to be. I know some people have a very clear vision of their lives. They know exactly whom they want to be and they go, you know, in that direction. But a lot of people have no idea what they should study and or where they should study, whether they should stay in their country, whether they should move abroad. For me, it was I didn't really know what I want to study. I wanted to study something design related. I didn't finish my art school. I went to art school for 2.5 years, and to study design I needed to have a diploma. Well, it wasn't a must, but it was better if I had diploma from art school as well, and I needed to have a portfolio. I thought, okay, I'm gonna study business and see what's gonna happen. I didn't know much about business or anything about that field, so it was like such a strange decision. I passed all of the exams, I went through interview, and so basically I was accepted to this university, and the first year was actually really great. We had a hot dog evening and everyone got to know each other, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed those first few days, getting to know your classmates. We each had our own class, so it was almost like in school, but it was just for the first year, or maybe even just the first semester. I think maybe the first year. So we each had our own class and we got pretty close to our classmates, and it was a really nice experience. Everyone is so chilled out. It's completely different to the like schooling or university system here in Lithuania. My university is very like kind of modern, open-minded. The way professors communicate to the students is amazing. We feel like we are friends in communication, and your opinion is respected. Even though you can say complete nonsense when you're answering something, your opinion will matter. It was still a little bit of a shock studying everything in English. Even we had quantitative reasoning, which I hated. It's like hardcore math. Well, it's not really math, it's like logic and math and algebra, like everything mixed together. It was so difficult, and studying it in English, I thought my head is gonna explode, because I was freshman and still kind of getting used to all of the English terms, and studying quantitative reasoning in English with all of the crazy terms like pigeonhole. What the heck was a pigeonhole? I had no idea. So it was really difficult for me, and I did fail quantitative reasoning. I think I failed 2 courses in 4 years. I failed quantitative reasoning and psychology, so I had to retake them. The second year was a lot better because I felt like I knew campus very well, I knew everyone, and I felt a lot more comfortable with my English during second year as well. I had to take all of the required courses, such as statistics, computer proficiency, which I hated so much. Like, me and statistics is like a no-no. I'm such a humanitarian, I cannot deal with numbers at all. So second year for me, I was feeling comfortable in the sense that I was okay with the language already and the students, but I was failing at classes because I felt like this is not for me. I started to really dislike what I'm studying. It became such a chore for me. I was doing homeworks because in my university, there's quite a lot of pressure. We had due dates. Everything is extremely strict. You cannot miss classes. You cannot be late. You have to submit everything on time. You have tons of homework. So because I was doing really bad on my second year, I was even put on probation because my grade really dropped. You know, they're all very nice. They ask what is wrong, can we help you? I mean, they really take care of you. And I said, like, I don't understand these subjects. The pace is very fast because every single day you have a new topic. For example, quantitative reasoning, like, it's so difficult to understand, and you have a new topic every single day. So I feel like I didn't understand the previous topic, and now we're moving forward, and I'm like, I feel like I don't understand this, I don't understand that, and it's kind of building up. And then when I have a test, I'm failing at my test because I don't have much time to prepare for my test because I'm trying to understand everything on my own that I didn't understand. So second year was tragic for me, and because I was put on probation, I was thinking, like, what do I do now? I was even thinking of dropping this university to study what I love, for example, design, because I thought this is not for me. I was so sad, I was so upset, I was almost like crying in the evenings, feeling so upset because I still had all of this pressure on me, being on probation and having to submit everything and not understanding those subjects. I went to talk about it and said, well, I don't feel like business is for me. So they said, well, you could change your subject. And I was like, what? In my uni, they have psychology, theology, because it's a Christian uni. They have business and they have English. And so I thought, why did I not take English in the first place? So I changed my major into English and I felt so much better. I started studying things that I was genuinely enjoying. So since I changed my major, I was doing a lot better, like a lot better. I didn't have to deal with numbers anymore. I always loved language. I started studying things that I really enjoyed, such as British literature, Shakespeare, American literature, TV drama. Like, I had such amazing classes and I really enjoyed that, and so I was in a very happy place. If you feel like you're failing, you don't feel happy, change your major, change university, change whatever that is, and go study what you like, go study what you're good at. Life is too short to waste your time studying something that you don't enjoy. I feel like I've grown as a person so much during my university years. Well, I didn't get to experience that's Louis. I didn't get to experience the student's life and the whole fun of it because I didn't live in a dorm. So, you know, that's a completely different experience when you live in a dorm or you move to another country for studying. Studying can be difficult, all of the tests and exams and presentations and speeches, especially for those who are afraid of public speaking or giving presentation. Don't worry too much what others think about you because you are all in the same boat. You all have to go through this. If you have individual presentation in class, everyone is gonna have to do that, and everyone is as equally stressed out as you are. I mean, for some people it shows more, for some it shows less. I was never really scared of public speaking, but you know, I didn't enjoy giving presentations in my first years. I felt like in year 3 and year 4, I just, you know, I didn't care what anyone else thought about me. I was just doing my thing, presenting the subject, talking whatever I had to talk about. You guys shouldn't stress the small things because at the end of the day, nobody actually cares about you as much as you think they do. In reality, everyone is falling asleep and the only thing they're thinking about is having a nap. At least this is what I was thinking about, because in uni you always are sleep deprived. Like, students always look like zombies. They're always sleep deprived, at least in my uni. And everyone just dreams about having a nap. Talking about friends or advices I would be giving to you guys, I would say make friends in the first year. Like, when you are a freshman, make friends, because I noticed that people who got into groups or made friends in the first year, they were friends throughout the whole uni experience, and they were sticking to the same group of friends they made in the freshman year, in their senior year. And because in the freshman year I was like, as I said, I was switching my majors. I got to know these people, and then as I switched majors, these were like mainly business people. I got into the group of English students, so I was kind of like friends with everyone, but at the same time friends with no one. I kind of became acquainted to everyone from my year, and everyone graduated this summer, so I'm so jealous of you guys. Because of my major change and everything, I didn't have enough of credits to graduate this summer, but I'm done with my thesis. So overall, uni experience was amazing. I've grown so much as a person. I cannot even, like, when I look at myself being 18 and now, I see such a big change, such a difference. My language improved, my overall outlook on life, my worldview is so much wider, and I feel like I became a lot more tolerant and a lot more intellectual, obviously, because in 4 years I got to know so much. I got so much knowledge like packed into me. In my university, you get a liberal arts education. We had to take political economy, moral philosophy, theology, Bible, public speaking, expository writing like Shakespeare, TV drama, psychology, world history. I had so many different subjects, like from everything you can imagine. I feel like I got a little bit of everything, education in so many fields, but at the same time a lot of you may not like that because it's not like focused in one direction. I personally love that, and my focus was English and translation and literature, so technically I could be a translator, or I don't know, maybe journalist, write something. I don't really know how to be helpful for you guys because, a lot of you wanted to know my experience, but then I don't really know what to talk about. I can share my experience and I can say just be open-minded, make friends. In my uni, people come from all around the world. It's such an intercultural community, and you get to know about everyone, about every single culture. You make friends with such different people, like with Albanians, with Americans, with Russians, all kinds of different students. So that's amazing. Another thing during classes, don't be afraid to give your opinion, to raise your hand and say what you think. Because I really regret those times where I didn't raise my hand even though I knew the answer, or I had my own opinion that was, that could have benefited the topic, and I was afraid to raise my hand. I felt like, I felt a little bit shy. In my third and fourth year, I got a lot more comfortable going all out with my answers and my opinions. But I feel like with me, it also depended on the class a lot, whether I liked the class or not. If I didn't like the class, and even though I knew the answer, I wouldn't answer it. So I had to really enjoy the class or the subject to like talk about it. But yeah, don't be afraid to raise your hand and state your opinion. Nobody's gonna judge you for that. And in my fourth year, I got a little bit lazy, I would say, with studying. My motivation dropped completely because, as I was working on my thesis, and it took so much time and energy, and just final exams, thesis, it was extremely overwhelming and sucked all of the energy and motivation out of me. And then, my last semester, I felt like, oh my god, I cannot deal with this anymore. And whenever I knew all of the answers, I would never say it. I was like just sitting there and waiting for someone to talk because I couldn't be bothered with uni anymore. And I know this wasn't my last semester, I still have one to go. Fingers crossed I will survive it because my motivation is at 0 at the moment. I really want to be done with it. Even though I enjoyed uni experience, it's just like I need a rest. I need a rest from uni because even now in summer I had May course, I had a June course, working on practicum. I feel like I'm constantly doing stuff for uni, constantly studying, and my fall semester starts in September. But yeah guys, if you have any other questions, let me know in the comment section because I honestly don't know what to talk about, but I hope this video was interesting for you. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice day. Bye.